Thank you, Administrator Jackson, for that introduction. And on behalf of Chrysler Group LLC, I also wish to thank you and the EPA for this opportunity to work together in exploring an application for hydraulic hybrid technology in the Chrysler Town & Country minivan. We do appreciate the confidence that the agency has shown in Chrysler and in the Michigan engineering community to develop innovative answers to one of the biggest challenges facing the automotive industry and today's society. There is a direct link between clean energy and economic growth, including the ability to maintain an industrial base and create employment. Investing in green technologies does create jobs, and it's essential that Michigan and the United States seize the initiative and become a world leader in forging environmentally friendly technologies. In addition to creating the jobs of the future, clean energy benefits the U.S. economy by ultimately making energy costs more affordable for consumers, especially if their dollars do stay in America. And green technology development is an appropriate area for collaboration between government and the private sector. To really change the game, we need to share a vision and work together to overcome the obstacles to reducing automotive emissions and fuel consumption. In this hydraulic hybrid project, Chrysler Group and the EPA will evaluate and hopefully validate fuel efficiency gains and greenhouse gas emissions. One of the aims of Chrysler's integration efforts will be to meet drivers' expectations for smooth and quiet operation so that Americans will want to buy, will enjoy driving vehicles with this type of technology. This project reflects Chrysler Group's aggressive quest for sustainable mobility. We are continually looking for ways to improve our global environmental footprint through research and innovation. And Chrysler will introduce its first fully electric vehicle, a version of the Fiat 500, in 2012. Electric vehicles have an important role to play in improving fuel economy and reducing emissions, but they are not the single solution. The environmental improvements per dollar spent are disproportionate in the area of electrics versus efforts to improve traditional powertrains and eventually couple them with some type of hybrid solution. And we'll still see many opportunities to improve fuel efficiency of internal combustion engines as we look to deliver the best value for the ultimate customer. You still need to start with an incredibly fuel-efficient internal combustion engine going forward, and so this remains a primary objective. And then we need to couple that know-how with additional technologies. Chrysler's alliance with Fiat is one indication of our commitment to go green. Fiat is recognized as the most eco-performing automaker in Europe today, with the lowest CO2 emissions of any major automaker. Fiat pioneered the common rail system now used in the latest generation of clean diesel engines, and this technology produces CO2 emissions which are 20% lower than an equivalent engine using gasoline. And more recently, Fiat introduced the multi-air system for gasoline engines, improving fuel economy and performance while also achieving up to a 10% reduction in CO2 emissions. Fiat has also established a clear leadership position in vehicles powered by compressed natural gas or CNG. As I mentioned to the administrator this morning, I do continue to be a firm believer in CNG as probably the easiest way to replace petroleum as a basis for combustion because it is the most eco-friendly fuel available in nature and the most economical for consumers. A lot of work has happened in the past 19 months to improve fuel efficiency for the Chrysler Group product portfolio. The introduction of the Pentastar V6 engine has been a huge move forward. We will be introducing an 8-speed rear-wheel drive transmission in our large cars later this year, and in 2013, we will be the first U.S. manufacturer to introduce a 9-speed transmission on front-wheel drive vehicles. These measures are designed to substantially improve the efficiency of the powertrains used to power Chrysler Group vehicles. I have no doubt that by 2013, we will have one of the most fuel-efficient fleets of any of the automotive makers here in the United States. The important thing is that we need to get much better at achieving these results by evaluating every technology solution in terms of the effectiveness of the dollars that we're spending. Our view is that government regulation will drive the highest possible fuel savings and emission reductions if they ultimately remain technology neutral. And this will help us bring an optimal allocation of capital, one that will drive the highest possible fuel savings and reductions in emissions. Hydraulic hybrid vehicles are one more promising path worth pursuing in the effort to reduce our carbon footprint, and we're excited to partner with the EPA to push forward on this track. In closing, I wish to convey that Chrysler Group is committed to the ideal that social responsibility goes hand in hand with the achievement of our business objectives. We are part of a much larger community, and indeed we're mindful that we owe our continued existence to the support that we have received from this larger community. We recognize that we have a moral obligation to not only repay taxpayer loans from the United States and from Canada, but also to be a good corporate citizen that contributes to a better society. A commitment to sustainability doesn't just benefit today's world, it will also help succeeding generations meet their energy, transportation, and their fundamental health needs. I believe this is a goal that gives higher purpose to the profitable enterprise that we do seek to create. Thank you for your time.